Nicki Minaj. Onika Tanya Maraj, known professionally as Nicki Minaj, is a Trinidadian-born American rapper, singer, songwriter and model. Born in St. James, Trinidad and Tobago, and raised in South Jamaica, Queens, New York. Minaj earned public attention after releasing 3 mixtapes between 2007 and 2009. She has been signed to Young Money Entertainment since 2009. Minaj's first and second studio albums, Pink Friday and Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded, both peaked at #1 on the US Billboard 200 and produced the successful singles, Super Bass and Starships, respectively. In 2010, Minaj became the first female solo artist to have 7 singles simultaneously charting on the US Billboard Hot 100. Her third studio album, The Pinkprint, was preceded by its second single, Anaconda, which peaked at #2 on the Hot 100, and is her highest charting single in the US to date. Minaj made her film debut in the 2012 animated film Ice Age, Continental Drift, followed by supporting roles in The Other Woman and Barbershop, The Next Cut. In 2013, she was a judge on the 12th season of American Idol. Minaj was the first female artist included on MTV's annual Hottest MC list, with a New York Times editor saying that some consider her to be the most influential female rapper of all time. In 2016, Minaj was included on the annual Time 100 list of the most influential people in the world. Her rapping is distinctive for its fast flow and the use of alter egos and accents, primarily British Cockney. Early in her career, Minaj was known for her colorful costumes and wigs. She has the most Billboard Hot 100 entries for a female artist in the chart's history. While being 9th overall, Minaj has received 10 Grammy nominations throughout her career, and has won 6 American Music Awards, 11 BET Awards, 3 MTV Video Music Awards, 4 Billboard Music Awards, and was the recipient of Billboard's Women in Music 2011 Rising Star Award. She has endorsed Adidas, MAC Cosmetics and Pepsi. She has sold 20 million singles as a lead artist, and 60 million singles as a featured artist worldwide. Early life. Onika Tanya Maraj was born on December 8, 1982. Her father, Robert Maraj, a financial executive and part-time gospel singer, is of Indo-Trinidadian descent. Her mother, Carol Maraj, also a gospel singer, is of Afro-Trinidadian ancestry. Carol worked in payroll and accounting departments during Minaj's youth. Minaj's father was addicted to alcohol and other drugs, and had a violent temper, burning down the house in December 1987. She has 2 siblings. As a small child, Minaj and a sibling lived with her grandmother in St. James. Her mother, who had moved to the Bronx, New York to attend Monroe College, brought the family to Queens, New York, when Minaj was 5. By then the family had a house on West 147th Street. Minaj recalled, "I don't think I had a lot of discipline in my household. My mom motivated me, but it wasn't a strict household. I kind of wanted a strict household." Minaj successfully auditioned for admission to LaGuardia High School in Manhattan, which focuses on visual and performing arts. After graduation, Minaj wanted to become an actress, and she was cast in the off-Broadway play In Case You Forget in 2001. At the age of 19, as she struggled with her acting career, she worked as a waitress at Red Lobster in the Bronx, but was fired for discourtesy to customers. She said she was fired from at least 15 jobs for similar reasons. She also worked as an administrative assistant in customer service and as an office manager for a Wall Street business. 2004 to 2009, career beginnings. Minaj briefly signed with Brooklyn group Full Force, in which she rapped in a quartet called the Hood Dollar Tars, composed of Lou Dollar Tar, Safari Samuels, and 7 Even Up. In 2004 the group recorded the entrance song for WWE Diva Victoria, Don't Mess With, which was featured on the compilation album Theme Addict, WWE The Music, Volume 6. 7 Even Up explained that he and Nicki weren't fans of Safari's reggae edge that he brought to the group, and he even went so far to say that it was the reason they weren't getting signed by labels. Minaj later left Full Force and uploaded songs on her MySpace profile, sending several of her songs to people in the music industry. At the time, she was managed by Deborah Anthony Fendi, CEO of Brooklyn label Dirty Money Entertainment, signed Minaj to his label in 2007 under a 180-day contract, originally adopting the stage name of Nicki Minaj. She changed it to Nicki Minaj, stating that, "My real name is Maraj." Fendi flipped it when he met me, because I had such a nasty flow. I Eat Bitches. Minaj released her first mixtape, Playtime Is Over, on Dirty Money Records on July 5, 2007, and her second, Sucker Free, on April 12, 2008. That year, she was named Female Artist of the Year at the 2008 Underground Music Awards. In 2009, Minaj was involved in a conflict with Ego Trip's Miss Rap Supreme winner Reese Steele, who was annoyed when Minaj interrupted her interview and put a sign behind Steele's head. Minaj hung up on interviewers from Spate magazine when they asked about the incident. She released her third mixtape, Beam Me Up Scotty, on April 18, 2009, and it received favorable coverage on Bet and MTV. One of its tracks, I Get Crazy, reached number 20 on the US Billboard Hot Rap Songs chart, and number 37 on the magazine's Hot R&B, Hip Hop Songs chart. After Minaj was discovered by fellow rapper Lil Wayne in August 2009, it was reported that she signed a recording contract with his Young Money Entertainment. That November, she appeared with Gucci Mane and Trina on the remix of 5 Star Bitch by Yo Gotti. Minaj also appeared on Bedrock and Roger That on the compilation album We Are Young Money. The singles peaked at numbers 2 and 56, respectively, on the US Billboard Hot 100. Their parent album reached number 9 on the US Billboard 200, and was certified gold by the Recording Industry Association of America. Minaj was featured on Mariah Carey's Up Out My Face, which reached number 100 on the Billboard Hot 100. At Jay-Z's suggestion, that February, Robin Thicke featured Minaj on Shaken It for Daddy. 2010-2011 Breakthrough with Pink Friday. An altered tan-skinned woman in a bright pink wig poses with hands on both sides of her hips. Smiling, she stands before a black background and has Mandarin characters tattooed on her right arm. Minaj released the intended lead single from her upcoming debut album, Massive Attack, on March 29, 2010. Plans for the single were scrapped after an underwhelming commercial performance. As a result, Your Love was released as the album's lead single on June 1, peaking at number 14 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 1 on the Billboard Rap Songs chart. In August, Minaj announced that the album would be entitled Pink Friday, a play on Black Friday. The following month she released Check It Out and Right Through Me as follow-up singles. In October, Minaj became the first female solo artist to have 7 songs on the Billboard Hot 100. simultaneously and the first woman to appear on MTV's annual Hottest MC list. Pink Friday was released on November 19, debuting at number 2 on the Billboard 200, with first-week sales of 375,000 copies. Moment for Life was released as the fourth single shortly after. The album was certified platinum in December, and eventually reached number 1 in the United States in February 2011. Minaj performed "Right Through Me" and "Moment for Life" as the musical guest on the January 29 episode of Saturday Night Live. Super Bass, the album's fifth single, was released in April 2011. The song peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and had been certified octuple platinum in the US. Minaj credited the song's initial exposure to its mention by Taylor Swift, after videos of Swift and Selena Gomez rapping along to the song went viral, paving the way for Minaj's first big crossover pop moment. In 2011, Minaj was one of the opening acts on Britney Spears' June 16–August 13 Femme Fatale tour. She and Kesha appeared on the remix of Spears' "Till the World Ends," which peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. On August 7, 2011, Nicki experienced a nip slip during a live performance on Good Morning America. Minaj was criticized for wearing the low-cut shirt during her performance, which led to the brief exposure of her breast. On a live telecast, ABC apologized for incident. Minaj, while interviewed on ABC's Nightline show, apologized for the incident, and denied that she intentionally sought to expose herself on live television as a publicity stunt. The incident stoked protest from the Parents Television Council. President of the PTC, President Tim Winter, stated, "The Parents Television Council has something to say about Nicki Minaj's wardrobe malfunction this morning. For the umpteenth time in recent memory, a morning news show has included inappropriate content for children and families." Winter called out Good Morning America for not using the 5-second delay to prevent the broadcast of the exposure. Minaj has been invited to perform at fashion events. Donatella Versace invited her to perform with Prince for the introduction of a Versace collection for H&M, and she performed "Super Bass" at the 2011 Victoria's Secret fashion show. Since her breakout with Pink Friday, Minaj has been involved in a feud with rapper Lil' Kim, who accused Minaj of copying her style. Although Minaj, Roman's Revenge was thought to be directed at Kim, she said she was talking about everyone who has been in interviews talking. "No one is worth being singled out. No one is worth having their name mentioned out of my mouth. And they never will get that." Kim escalated the feud with her mixtape, Black Friday, whose title and artwork mimic Pink Friday, a fragment from Minaj's diss track, Tragedy. Previewed that April, their conflict sparked a feud between Minaj and rapper Foxy Brown, who said Minaj misrepresented their conversation about Kim. Brown released the diss tracks, Hold You and Massacre, in November 2010 and January 2011. Respectively, but Brown and Minaj settled their dispute in June 2012. 2012–2013, Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded and American Idol. On the Pink Friday, Reloaded tour at the O2 Arena in London, Minaj released her second studio album, Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded, in April 2012. The album was preceded by the promotional singles, Roman in Moscow and Stupid Ho. Critics suggested that the latter song was directed at Lil' Kim, who said, "If you have to make a song called Stupid Ho, you must be a stupid ho." Minaj and rapper MIA joined Madonna to perform their single, Give Me All Your Lovin', on the Super Bowl 46 halftime show on February 6, 2012. She was the first solo female rapper to perform at the Grammy Awards, premiering "Roman Holiday" during the 2012 ceremony on February 12. Her exorcism-themed performance was controversial, with the American Catholic League criticizing Minaj for bringing a fake pope to escort her on the red carpet. The exorcism scene that was performed during her appearance was criticized as well. According to the Catholic League president Bill Donahue, perhaps the most vulgar part was the sexual statement that showed a scantily clad female dancer stretching backwards while an altar boy knelt between her legs in prayer. Finally, "Come All Ye Faithful" was sung while a man posing as a bishop walked on stage. Minaj was shown levitating. "Starships" was released in February 2012 as the lead single from Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded. The song reached number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100, and was the 5th best-selling single of 2012. For the most part, mainstream critics didn't receive well the pop crossover move. Minaj was sued by Chicago artist Clive Tanaka in September 2013 for its alleged copyright infringement. Follow-up singles, "Bees in the Trap" and "Right by My Side," were released shortly after. Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded was released on April 2, 2 months later than planned. The album debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, with first-week sales of 253,000 copies, and was certified platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America in June 2012. However, its mix of hip-hop songs and mainstream pop material received mixed reviews from music critics. "Pound the Alarm" and "The AVA Boom" were released as the final singles from the album. Minaj began her headlining Pink Friday tour on May 16, 2012, which was followed by the Pink Friday Reloaded tour beginning October 14. Although she was scheduled to headline the June 3 Hot 97 Summer Jam at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, at the request of Lil Wayne, she cancelled her appearance the day of the show after Peter Rosenberg of the station called Starships Not Real Hip Hop in 2011. The following month, Minaj voiced Steffi in the animated film Ice Age: Continental Drift. She won awards for Best Female Video at the 2012 MTV Video Music Awards and Best Hip Hop at the 2012 MTV Europe Music Awards. Her collaboration with Pearl Future on the song "Looking at Me" made it to the top 20 in BBC Radio 1. An expanded version of Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded, subtitled "The Re-Up," was released on November 19. That month, Minaj was the subject of a 3-part documentary titled "Nicki Minaj: My Truth." She announced plans for her own record label after signing Parker Isle, Brinks, Keisha, and Blackout Movement. In September, Minaj joined the judges panel for the 12th season of American Idol with fellow new judges Mariah Carey and Keith Urban, and the returning Randy Jackson. That October, a leaked video circulated, with Minaj and Carey in a heated argument during auditions in Charlotte, North Carolina. Carey accused Minaj of saying, "If I had a gun, I would shoot that bitch." But Minaj denied the allegation. Carey said that Minaj created an unsafe work environment, increasing her security as a result. Tensions escalated after Carey said that Minaj did not have a #1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 during a live broadcast in May 2013, to which Minaj responded in a series of extremely harsh tweets directed at the singer. Minaj and Carey left the series that month, at the end of the season. That year, Minaj was the most charted female rapper in the history of the Billboard Hot 100, with 44 entries, tying Mariah Carey. Her 7 nominations led those for rap musicians at the 2013 Billboard Music Awards, and she was the first rapper to win the Best Female Hip-Hop Artist award 4 consecutive times. And she was the first rapper to win the Best Female Hip-Hop Artist award 4 consecutive times. 2014-2015, The Other Woman and the Pinkprint. Minaj's first live-action theatrical film The Other Woman was filmed in spring 2013 and premiered on April 25, 2014. She played Lydia, assistant to Carly. In 2013, Minaj described her then forthcoming third album, The Pinkprint, as a continuation of the re-up, with a lot more, and said it would focus on her hip-hop roots. During an MTV interview, she said that her third album would be next level and have much to talk about. I'm really excited, and the people that have been working with me now have been people that I haven't worked with before, so it's like they're bringing a new sound to the album that I've never experimented with. During the recording process, Minaj recorded 2 songs that were inspired by Irish singer-songwriter Enya. Minaj stated that the songs contain airiness and the whimsicalness that reminded her of Enya. Pills and Potions was released as the lead single from the Pinkprint in May 2014. Anaconda was released in August as the second single, peaking at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming her highest charting single in the US to date. The video set a 24-hour Vivo record, accumulating 19.6 million views on its first day of release, breaking the record previously held by Miley Cyrus for Wrecking Ball. The album was officially released on December 15, 2014, peaking at number 2 on the Billboard 200 chart. On June 29, Minaj became the only artist to win the BET Award for Best Female Hip-Hop Artist for 5 consecutive years, while also tying Missy Elliott for the most wins with 5. In November 2014, Minaj released a video containing Nazi-style imagery for her third single, Only. There was immediate backlash from the Anti-Defamation League, who stated that it was troubling that no one among Minaj's group of producers, publicists, and managers raised a red flag about the use of such imagery before ushering the video into public release. They called the video insensitive to Holocaust survivors and a trivialization of the history of that era. On November 9, 2014, Minaj hosted the 2014 MTV Europe Music Awards at the SSE Hydro, Glasgow, Scotland. She also won an award for Best Hip Hop. In December, Minaj received 2 Grammy nominations for Best Rap Song for Anaconda and Best Pop Duo Group Performance for Bang Bang with Jessie J and Ariana Grande. In March 2015, Minaj embarked on her third world tour entitled the Pinkprint Tour. The tour kicked off in Europe. It is scheduled to travel to the United States, Canada, Brazil, Mexico, Dubai, Philippines, Australia and New Zealand. In March 2015, she became the first female artist to chart 4 songs simultaneously in the top 10 of Billboard's mainstream R&B, hip-hop airplay chart. At the 2015 BET Awards, Minaj won her 6th consecutive award for Best Female Hip-Hop Artist, becoming the female rapper with most wins in that category. 2016 Present, Barbershop, The Next Cut, upcoming 4th studio album, and other projects. In May 2015, it was announced that Minaj would feature in the 3rd installment of the Barbershop film series, alongside Ice Cube, Cedric the Entertainer, Eve, and other original cast members. Titled Barbershop, The Next Cut, the film was released on April 15, 2016. and received critical acclaim, earning an average score of 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. Minaj's character in the film is a sassy hairdresser named Drea. It was announced that Minaj will executive produce and appear in a scripted freeform based on her life growing up in Queens, New York. The show has been titled Nicki and is scheduled to be broadcast in 2016. The project, from Aaron Kaplan's Capital Entertainment, filmed the pilot episode in Minaj's hometown in January 2016, and production has since continued. Ariana Neal will play a young Minaj in the series, alongside Salita Ebbings, Wesley Jonathan, and Macari McCausland. In October 2016, Minaj stated the filming was postponed. Nicki Minaj is working on her currently untitled fourth studio album, and has released the singles, Regret in Your Tears, No Frauds and Changed It. In February 2017, she was featured and co-wrote Jason Derulo's Swallow, that reached the UK singles chart. The next month, she signed with the major modeling agency, Wilhelmina Models. Public image. Minaj's physique has attracted attention from the media. In 2010, she said that although she originally felt obligated to mimic the provocative behavior of the female rappers of her day, she intended to subdue her sexuality, because she wants people, especially young girls, to know that in life, nothing is going to be based on sex appeal. You've got to have something else to go with that. The rapper has made autographing breasts part of her movement to empower women. In a Guardian interview, Minaj said she competes with male and female rappers. In Moment for Life, she refers to herself as a king, rather than a queen. Early in her career, Minaj claimed to be bisexual, but eventually she said she just did that to get attention. I think girls are sexy, but I'm not going to lie and say that I date girls. Minaj has been called the Black Lady Gaga because of her costumes and wigs. In one interview, Minaj rejected the comparison, but in another interview, she said that she is inspired by Gaga's creativity. Minaj has cited Alexander McQueen, Gianni Versace and Christian Louboutin as her favorite designers. The Huffington Post described her style as risk-taking and far out, with bold sartorial choices. Yahoo called her dress colorful and crazy, and the fashion and music world would certainly be very quiet without Ms. Minaj. Billboard listed Minaj the fourth most active musician on social media on its March 2011 Social 50 chart. On Twitter, she is the world's most followed rapper, with over 20 million followers on the app. On Twitter, in public appearances and in interviews, Minaj calls her fans "barbs." In 2013, Minaj introduced a more natural look, including less colorful makeup and wigs, during later episodes of American Idol to be taken more seriously. Musical style. Minaj is known for her animated rapping style, her flow in particular. She often combines metaphors, punchlines and wordplay into her work, which has been compared to her mentor Lil Wayne. The New York Times called Minaj a sparkling rapper with a gift for comic accents and unexpected turns of phrase. SHE is a walking exaggeration, outsize in sound, personality, and look, and SHES a rapid evolver, discarding old modes as easily as adopting new ones. Although many critics describe her technique as bubblegum rap, Minaj said, "What people don't know is that before I was doing that craziness I was doing me. I was just doing regular sounding rap that anyone could hear and identify with. But once I started doing all that weird shit, I'm not mad at it, because it got everyone's attention." Noted as a rap artist, She lends herself to electronic music genres. Pink Friday marked her exploration of the genres, spawning electro songs including the pop-laden super bass, also combining rap with synthesizer music. Minaj's second album had a number of electro-hop and electro-pop songs: HOV Lane, Whip It, Automatic, Come On Anaconda, Young Forever, Fire Burns, Roman Holiday and Bees in the Trap, while Starships is an Europop and dance song. She collaborated with other artists, producing more electronic songs: The Boys, With Me and You, singer Cassie and Beauty, and a beat with Justin Bieber. Her verse in Kanye West's Monster was critically acclaimed and contributed greatly to her popularity. Many critics said she had the best verse in the song. Her alter egos are incorporated with her lyrics in British accents, a soft-spokenness. Ice-T said about Minaj's rapping style, "Minaj does her thing. She has her own way of doing it. She has an ill-sick vocal delivery. She kind of reminds me of a female Busta Rhymes. Like how she throws her voice in different directions." Minaj Monster verse was listed by Complex as the best rap verse of the 2010s. West claimed at one point he considered deleting her verse from the track because he was worried it would outshine his own work. "It was like that moment when I thought about taking Nicki's verse off of Monster, because I knew people would say that was the best verse on the best hip-hop album of all time, or arguably top 10 albums of all time, and I would do all that work, 8 months of work on Dark Fantasy, and people to this day would say to me, my favorite thing was Nicki Minaj's verse, so if I let my ego get the best of me instead of letting the girl get the shot to get that platform to be all she could be, I would take it off and marginalize her. Try to stop her from having that shining moment." Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.